Well, well, well. Did I not tell you guys that the Chiefs were going to whoop that ass and that this trio was going to be impossible to stop? Because I heard some of you non-Chiefs fans coming after me. Oh, no, this is not that scary of a group. Tell that to the Raiders defense because they ain't got shit. And now with Max Crosby injured, apparently he has a knee injury. Yeah. Dude, like, who do the Raiders have? Look, not that you would realistically do this, but I would put Gardner Minshew in now. I'm not afraid of what are the Raiders going to do? Seriously, Patrick Mahomes already has 3 touchdowns. That was the bingo card. And by the way, what did I tell you guys during pregame? I said when Patrick Mahomes throws his second touchdown pass, I didn't think it was going to happen this quickly. All 3 of the touchdowns are Mahomes touchdown passes. But I told you guys on the second pass, Mahomes, that something special is going to happen. Patrick Mahomes surpassed Derek Carr for most career touchdown passes in a regular season. Did it against the Raiders. Very fitting time to do so. Hey, a couple quick notes from the first half. All 3 of Kansas City's touchdown drives were 84 yards or more. They scored starting from the 8, from the 16, and from the 6. On the opening drive of the game for the Chiefs, 6 of 6, 88 yards. That includes a 28-yard pass to Noah Gray where he faked it to Brashard Smith, who I told you guys before the game, Brashard Smith is part of this little Legion of Zoom also. It's not just Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy. It's not just those guys. Rashee Rice, Thornton. Brashard Smith is a big part of that as well. And when Mahomes faked it to Smith, and Smith with a tremendous job pretending like the ball's being thrown at him, so he's pretending to catch the ball, that just left Noah Gray wide open down the field for a 28-yard play. Yeah, the only bad thing about the first half is Trey Smith got hurt. He has a lower back injury and is questionable to return. Honestly, I mean, I'm not going to act like I know what's going on. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, he's okay. But what's the rush in bringing him back? And by the way, before Max Crosby's injury, Jawaan Taylor was not letting him do anything in this game. The only thing Max Crosby did was chase Mahomes down the field when Mahomes scrambled. I think it was a first down at first, but then they called him short because he started to slide behind the line of scrimmage. And that's the way, at least that's the way they described it on the broadcast. But that's the only thing Max Crosby's done in this game. Remember, there's no Brock Bowers. There's no Jacoby Myers. Not that I think it would have made a big difference anyway, but if you're the Raiders and you wanted to have at least a snowball's chance in hell to beat the Chiefs today, you would have liked to have all hands on deck, and they don't have that. The best player that they have, Max Crosby, who, if you wanted that miracle to win this game, Crosby was going to have the best game of his life. Jawaan Taylor shut him down before Crosby got hurt. I mean, this Chiefs team is doing everything right. Let me put it to you like this. The Raiders only have 2 first downs. Patrick Mahomes has more touchdown passes than the Raiders have first downs in this game. There's a reason why the Raiders are bad. Not just right now, for a very long time. I mean, there's a reason why they can't figure it out. They just keep solving the quarterback issue with Band-Aids. And they gave Derek Carr way too much time than they really should have. One other negative note I will say about the Chiefs in the first half, they had 4 tipped passes in that. Well, 4 bad passes. Mahomes had 3 tipped passes on that one. One of them should have been intercepted by one of the defensive linemen, Tupilotu, or however you say his name. I apologize. And then there was that one in the goal line that should have been intercepted as well. Could have gone for a pick 6 if a defensive back got that. It would have been a completely different halftime discussion if that happened. But fortunately, the Chiefs, listen, you can't ever apologize when your opponents just screw up like that. You have to just capitalize and, just survive and move on to the next play there. And then he had that one in the first quarter. I can't remember if it was the first quarter or the second quarter where it was a free play, so it wouldn't have mattered too much. But Mahomes threw a bit of a careless pass And I can't remember who he was trying to get it to. I want to say it was Rice or Worthy, one of those two guys. So got to be careful a little bit with some of the decision making there. I've said this before. I feel like in the last year and a half, Mahomes has had a lot of passes get tipped at the line of scrimmage. He used to never allow those kinds of things to happen. I don't know if defensive linemen are picking up on certain movements that allow them to get a tip at the right time, but it's been happening a lot in the last year and a half, I would say. And I would like for that to kind of go away. Otherwise, I mean, listen, I'm nitpicking at this point. Mahomes had 3 touchdown passes. It's not his fault that the Raiders are not capitalizing on those tip passes there. But those are things that you definitely want to clean up because, yes, you look at CBS right now. They're showing the stat line for Mahomes, Kelsey, Rice, Hollywood, like everyone. What's his little slogan here? Everybody's got to eat. I mean, if Worthy scores, do you not know what the narrative is going to be about that trio there? I mean, this is going to be just off the charts bonkers. Yeah, if Worthy gets a touchdown, I mean, dude, that's lights out. I'm traveling to Kansas on October 31st. Where do you recommend I watch the Chiefs-Bills game? There's a new sports bar called Arrow Dart Club. Great place to catch sporting event. So I would say that's where you can go. And give a shout out to my friend Jugal. He's the one who owns it. Cosmo Burger is right next to it. Same owner. Great guy and a great business. And I had a chance to check out Arrow Dart Club before it opened. So if you want a good sports bar at the Crossroads area, that's my vote. So that's my suggestion there. Yeah, that's Dave. That's the one I was referring to earlier. That 28-yard catch and run play by Noah Gray, where they faked it to Brashard Smith, made it look like they were going that direction on a bubble screen there. And again, this defense, it's not just, like I said earlier, for those coming in late, it's not just Hollywood Brown, Rashee Rice, and Xavier Worthy. You have to account for everybody. Brashard Smith is the guy who can destroy you with his speed. And he had a chance to almost break away for a big play there. He just had one defender to beat. And if he beat that guy, he's probably going for a big touchdown on that one of those drives. I think it was the second drive of the game. That was the one where Kareem Hunt was hurt, so you saw a little bit more of Brashard Smith during that drive. But again, touchdown drives starting from the 8, the 16, and the 6. All 3 of your touchdown drives were 84 yards or longer. 2 of them were 90-plus yards. I mean, this is what you've been waiting for. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, it's the Raiders. Yeah, but that's what you're supposed to do against a top tier, a bottom tier team like the Raiders. You're not going to do this against the number 1 defense in the NFL. No one ever will. That hardly ever happens. But at the end of the day, yeah, stop nitpicking, Farzine. I'm trying to give you guys something because I can't just, say good things. Yeah, Butker 3 of 3 on PATs. That is. He should be making his PATs, but we're here noting those things. Yeah, Butker, no misses. I cringe every time he's out there. I'm not going to lie to you. When they accepted that penalty on the first touchdown of the game, I thought they were going for 2 because they were maybe nervous for Butker. I don't know, but hey, he has a miss, I guess. So I guess if you're going to score this many touchdowns and have a lot of PATs attempted by Butker, I guess he's going to miss one eventually. I don't know. When will the starters be pulled? Probably sometime between like the end of the 3rd and the beginning of the 4th, somewhere right around there. By the way, I'm warning you right now. If you guys do not live in Kansas City, they're going to get you out of this game. What does CBS say? We're going to switch to a more competitive game. So if you're not living in Kansas City, just be ready for that. You're going to lose this game. There's not going to be, listen, you're not going to miss much, but just be prepared for that. I know a lot of people don't like that, but that's what CBS does with market games, out of market games, because they don't know who's the Chiefs fan, who's not. They would love to control it that way, but yeah, we're not going to need a kicker this game. Who was the number 1 defense? Statistically, number 1 in total defense. I don't know that. I'll look it up real quickly. The Broncos lead the league in sacks by a wide margin. It's the Falcons. Doesn't really surprise me. The Broncos are number 2 in total defense. I would just, if I had to say who I think the better defense is, I would give it to Denver because, listen, if you lead the league in sacks, in Denver, no one has more sacks than Denver since the start of last season. That is one I would not be surprised if the Chiefs split this year. And I would be very eager to see. In fact, I would not be shocked. I know the Chiefs and Broncos are playing on Christmas this year, but that other game where they play at Denver, when is that game? That's November the 16th on CBS. That's a 3:25 game, obviously, because they're on the not West Coast, but Mountain Standard Time. You know what I mean? I would not be shocked if they change that to Sunday Night Football. Why wouldn't you? Because I told you guys before the season, this division is going to be between Kansas City and Denver. And because of the offensive line woes that the Chargers have right now, they're slipping out of first place. They're first place for now. They're not going to stay there for long. I do think the Giants will beat the Broncos today, but we'll see how that goes. We'll discuss it when we're doing our post-game podcast. Yeah, they do have a bye after that. So we'll see. I'd be very curious to see how that goes. Where Mahomes was shouting, "This fucking play never fucking works," or whatever it was he said. The Chiefs actually lined up in that same formation a few games ago, and I tweeted, I said, that was kind of a weird formation. I'm like, I wanted to see that. I wanted to see them run that play, and we never saw that because I don't remember exactly what happened, a timeout or a 2-minute warning, whatever that was. But boy, we finally saw it, and I loved it. At first, I was like, oh, shit, he's pissed. But we've seen the Chiefs put on their best acting skills before, where they're acting like they're confused and they don't know what's going on a play there, and then they run it and they just score. We've seen that before with the Chiefs. Stacy says, keep the foot on the gas. I agree with that 100%. All right, guys. I'm Farzin Vasugian. I'm out of here. Come back after the game. We are going to do the Chiefs Zone podcast live. I'll have the link for you guys to call in. Click on it. You guys can call into the show. All you have to do is turn on your video, your audio, put in your name, and we'll chat after the game for our post-game show. 21-0. Chiefs get the ball to start. I will talk to you all after the game. Enjoy the rest of the game.